Hey everyone, welcome to Dalliances and Decay, the first podcast by us, GenZ&D. Just want to remind you really quickly before we get rolling to head over to our Patreon where you can support us for the price of a cup of coffee every month. It will give you access to a talkback show, ad-free versions of the episodes, and a whole lot more. We also want to thank the Raven Room, which is our hosting venue. They're attached to Redline VR, which is a fantastic bar. If you are in the city of Chicago, you can head on over there and get your fix for all kind of nerdy stuff, including the biggest D&D meetup group in the city, which meets on Wednesday nights. Now, without further ado, let's hop into the first podcast by us, GenZ&D. Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Dalliances and Decay with us, the GenZ&D crew. I am Danny. I will be your DM and narrator. And we got a ball coming up. So let's ask the real big questions. Everyone, if you don't mind introducing yourself and telling me, what is your character's go-to dance move?
Hey everyone, my name is Emily Downie and I'm playing Tronk. Go-to dance move, I think Tronk likes to, I don't know if it's a dance move, but he thinks it is, just put out his arms and just spin in circles.
T-pose in circles.
So Tronk was born for the pit.
Yeah, Tronk crowd kills.
Yeah,
he loves going to hardcore shows. But also really likes it, if someone, pushes him over so he gets that, rush of the dizziness. Yeah, that's the kind of high he goes after.
Tronk was made for the pit.
I'm finna be in the pit.
Find me.
What's up, everybody? My name's Vic. I play Jackson Zimmerman. I think my go-to dance move, I don't know how, coordinated Vic is. Honestly, I think he dances like a middle-aged white dude. So, sprinkler or, the shopping cart. Just some shit like that. Yeah. Just a lot of, the white man two-step.
My name's Jack Brereton. I'm playing Yaka. And I think Yaka's dance move is probably very similar to Vic's. But, it is consistently, the beer in your hand, do the little side-to-side shuffle, You know what I'm saying?
Yup.
I'm chilling.
Very familiar.
So you got some rhythm, at least?
Yako's got rhythm. He can keep a beat, but
okay.
he can't expand upon that beat. He can't hit its subdivisions, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I am Emry Sottile. I am playing Amir, and I think that Amir is not familiar with dancing. I think, man went to, some churchy stuff in his
dancing,
cult, but that's kind of it. So, I think it's doesn't really know what to do, just, nodding to the music. That's it. Just, okay.
Observing. Amir's so religious. He's like, dancing is a vertical expression of a horizontal intention, and I shall not engage.
Oh my God.
I think it's less hell. I think it's just it was. I don't know. I feel like
Just never happened.
This was not a little cult that they were like, hey guys, let's get together and throw a little mixer among us,
a mixer mingler.
No, read your fucking book, kid.
You think you'll throw out a little foot tap? You know?
Ooh.
Oh, maybe.
Are we gonna get a foot tap?
like a head bob?
Like a head bob?
Getting risque over here. Well, where we last left off our heroes, Amir and Yako had just finished debriefing with Azalian Kutros and Lord Hushire and learned the true nature of Lord, or Mr. DeVille.
Our king.
And
the former lord.
And they had begun to plan how they would communicate with each other and make each other's presences known during the Masquerade Ball. Meanwhile, Vic and Tronk had just finished a small blowout with Osha and had just met back up with the group after expressing some different versions of discontent. And the group finds themselves having reunited at their camp, where it is just about nightfall, and they were planning to debrief a little bit.
What a day, guys. What's so funny?
Yako isn't laughing, but Jack is. Yeah, it was quite an adventure.
What did you two learn?
Yeah, let's gossip.
Quite a lot, actually.
Yeah, quite a lot. Would you like to let them know?
Sure. So, Lord DeMille, not a lord. He is a charlatan. He apparently did pull the same nonsense in Koth when he had said that he was from the Hyoshi or Yushi Plains or the Hanbu Theocracy, and then he got found out, and he yeeted over to Leonestra, is now a noble from Koth, and so it goes. So,
Who's... If he's not actually getting all his money from Koth, where's he...
We believe it's coming from the prince and or Lord Greywood.
Oh,
And that why
weaselly motherfucker.
Why he had not what he had told me to get rid of Azalea was to keep up the ruse because she could expose him as not a leader of the UKR.
Oh, she knows. Okay.
Yeah, she was the one who told us that he's lying about these things. We will be throwing a masquerade ball for the prince.
Really?
However, there's going to be some... It's supposed to be a secret coronation, which Greywood has decided that that's what it's going to function as, which is incredibly sketchy.
Didn't Perdinet say something about...
It wasn't going to be a problem because the prince wasn't going to be coronated for 2
Right.
years. Yes, so we're going to just surprise people with the coronated prince at this party, which means somebody's up to something. We have spoken with
Clearly
Azalea.
fucking Greywood's up to something.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Okay.
Because when I was in the party planning meeting, it was his idea. He brought it up. So
He brought up crowning the prince 2 years early.
Prince 2 years early.
When he had previously said to all of us and to all of the nobles that he did not want that.
Precisely.
Okay.
So
Sketch.
extremely sketch, but also a plus for us because he thinks that we're idiots, and I know that we're not. So.
Yeah, we're totally not.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure we're not. Sure we're not. What else did you learn?
Well, we learned about other various party planning things, and
We're trying to believe that the party could be a way to help with the trade deal with the UKR to go through. We feel like that it might be one of the better options for the town, and that potentially at this party we can help institute some Leonestran worship, and that at the party we will be wearing light blue pins, as well as Alien, Lord Hoosier, and Bloomingford, so that we know that they're going to be here. I will be sending a letter to the same houses, then we'll be wearing red pins, so that if the message is intercepted, we know who's intercepted it.
Mm-hmm. So we have a few things that we need to cover and make sure that they are in order. I am in charge of inviting everyone from the longhouses to this ball and making sure that they are fitted, aka just wearing a mask. And we're gonna have to figure out something to do and how to get.
Can I help send the invitations?
Oh, most
I
certainly.
mean, they've been enjoying my craft so far.
Absolutely, and I think some of your crafts might help as well as making the masks for them as well.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah,
every
yeah, for
invitation
sure.
could be a mask as well.
Or like we send extra paper and they can like paper mache it themselves.
Precisely. We have
Like a little paper mache how-to.
Exactly, 100%. Little arts and
Sick.
crafts. And so, a few things that need to be addressed is that how we are going to get everyone into some kind of form of prayer in order to help reinstate Leonestra. How are we going to intercept whatever Greywood is doing about this coronation? Which, in my opinion, I think he's going to try to kill the prince and take.
Yeah, the prince has no legal heir. There's
Yes.
nobody who's set to take the crown should he perish.
So we need to figure out something to do with that.
So,
And then also there's a stew. That's different. Sorry, go ahead.
you think You think Greywood is going to use this party as an opportunity to assassinate... What's his fucking name?
The prince?
Yeah.
His Majesty.
Yes.
Yehuda. If that's true, then he must be very certain. Well, if the prince has no heir, then how is succession determined?
Succession is determined, we were told, by the lords.
Okay.
But
So Greywood, if our assumption is true, in that scenario, Greywood would be quite certain that he could convince the lords to appoint him the next.
Well, he has Lord DeVille in his pocket.
Does he?
Yes, they're working together.
Right.
He's funding Lord DeVille's plans. He would probably have a vote in and of himself, as the prince's closest regent, advisor, whatever. And if he tells Pertinet that they're going to invade, he has 3 out of 5 votes.
Yeah.
And also, if he has Pertinet has the army. And kind of at that point, you can't do much against an army. These are townsfolk, you know what I'm saying? And the nobles don't. I mean, they have some staff by themselves, but they could easily turn.
We haven't... Have we seen like a barracks or anything in this place?
No.
No.
We don't know how strong this
What
is.
fucking military?
That's what I'm saying, is that we don't see any military, but we also don't know where it's hiding. Maybe it is in the Greywood. Who knows?
Or maybe he's full of shit.
I mean, I think that's highly likely. But there's only one way to find out.
God, they're all full of shit.
In a way, yes.
Yeah.
They're all full of shit. And there's also this whole thing about a stew. Maybe Greywood is trying to poison the stew and maybe kill people, but I don't know why he would do that.
What do you mean?
So he basically, as I was trying to set up the party, he said he would be in charge of arranging all of the food that was going around. I don't know if that was a red flag or if that was just him being like, I'll tell them. But I don't know why he would tell them if he didn't have some reason to. Which is what I'm actually probably the most confused about, is why would he do that?
We gotta do a switcheroo with the stews.
Tell who what?
So
I'm just trying to...
tell the kitchen staff to make food for this for the masquerade ball.
For the people in the longhouses.
For the people in the longhouses and for the people, the nobility. It sounded like he wanted to keep that food separated though, but the thing is that if everybody's wearing masquerade masks, how is he gonna know? That kind of defeats the point.
I wouldn't put it past him.
There's gonna be some sort of barrier between the lords and peasants, longhouse folks.
Will there?
Then it's gonna be clear, don't you think?
No.
They hate poor people.
That's the whole point of this bowl, though. So
Yeah, I know, but I feel like they'll be sitting at like a table up front, and then everyone else will be like, you know what I mean?
Well, we should be able to identify at least 2 of the lords and
This is
Azalea and
true.
Kushro. So if
Yeah.
they're all together,
And you know that Wormface isn't gonna leave the king's side,
Oh yeah, for
so
sure.
that'll be obvious.
Those are the things that we really have to be honest
And
about.
I'm pretty sure Pertinet is, except for you, the tallest person in this.
I was gonna say
village.
he's pretty easy to spot.
Yeah.
A mask can't hide all that build.
Yeah, I can't.
So I guess the real question is that, well, maybe the stew is something that we don't have to worry about, that they're making for everyone. Maybe it's actually just a stew that they're making. But
Yeah.
if anything, I can potentially dispel magic on the stew before people eat it to be safe.
that's not a bad idea. Because we also have to think about the cauldron and what we found in the cauldron.
Cauldron's fine.
Yes, it was fine for me, but it might not be fine for other people.
I know, but I think it's fine at the farmhouse right now. No one knows it's there.
I'm more so talking about the relation to who we got it from. It's from DeVille's, right? We can view DeVille and Gary as the same kind of entity, right? So we must assume that Gary knows about the cauldron and knows about what's going on inside of it. I don't know, something about that makes me uneasy. The fact that Gary is working with DeVille on some kind of potion or something. And then it's like, oh, I'll take in charge of the food? That's a little red flag for me.
Yeah,
I don't like it.
flag.
Gary and the Prince are funding Lord DeVille. Do we think that the experiments that are happening in his manor are of his own volition? Because Gary doesn't have a home necessarily here. He's from, like...
The Greywood, yeah.
Do we think that Gary has full control over him and what he's doing, and he's just doing it to maintain the money and maintain the charade? Like, I don't know if he has any
I think it's possible.
other stake in... Like, we don't know if he's performing experiments just because Gary is telling him to, because if he doesn't, Gary will pull funding and expose him.
It's true.
Separate from that, I've been thinking a lot about the possibility that Gary is somehow responsible for the Blight.
I would agree.
And perhaps some of the nobility are taking advantage of this to increase their power in the town. Because if the people can't grow their own food, then and if the nobles are the only ones who can provide it, because OSHA is
Not doing anything.
forced to maintain the barrier because he is the only one
Useless.
who can... You know, your little outburst really could have fucked us, Trunk.
It was fine.
Yeah, but what if it wasn't?
He needed to hear a talking to.
Are you sure?
He can't even control this town. You think he can control us? Me? There's no way. He's not helping us anyways. What could have gone wrong? Tell me.
What could have gone wrong is he could have shut us out completely, and then we would have no foothold, no easy path to restoring worship of Leonestra, because he is the one who knows the rituals or whatever, right? Because he's the cleric. If he shut us out completely, we would have been fucked on that front.
Sure. I'm gonna scoot away from it.
So, what do we need to accomplish before the Masquerade?
Well, we need to organize the folks in the longhouses and make some kind of plan to convince them to pray to Leonestra. And I think you could help with that a lot. I think we need to send those invitations, which it sounds like you're already on, and I don't know. Maybe we need to be... I've thought about this, and I would like to know if it's a good idea. I thought about giving the prince one more visit. As I walked out of his quarters, I saw a small, it seemed to be a homemade wooden figure of some slender figure in a bow, which I believe to be some depiction of Leonestra.
Sounds like it.
And a part of me thinks we could get to him from that angle. If we get him believing in Leonestra, then possibly everyone could.
Mm-hmm.
But also, if he sees everybody else believing in Leonestra, then maybe he will.
He seems malleable.
Certainly. That's...
Do you think you'll be able to actually speak with him alone, though?
No.
Then...
There's no point.
Yeah.
It's fair.
If Gary's there, then...
And Gary will be there.
Yeah.
Oh, my only worry is that Gary kills him before the masquerade.
Should we just assassinate him tomorrow at the ball? Gary?
Well, I guess that's kind of what we're about to talk about right now. Is that what we need to do? Which kind of seems like maybe we do.
If we don't, he'll probably kill the king. And
That's what we
then the
believe.
situation's going to be way worse.
Yeah.
Is anybody going to be pissed if we kill Gary? Or no.
Not if no
from
one
the town
knows who did it.
Standpoint.
I don't think so, but
Or it can make it look like an accident.
we could. We could also try to do it diplomatically As in, we could.
By guillotine?
Well, okay. So, okay, here's a random thought. If we, the only people who know about the coronation at the moment is us.
As we're doing this, I'm gonna start like making the invitations and stuff.
Kushar Bloomingford and Azalea and Kuchas. We all know about this. As long as we don't tell DeVille.
Or Pertinent.
But here's the thing. What if we convinced... Who do you think Pertinent has allegiance to? Do you think he has allegiance to the Prince? Or do you think he has allegiance to Gary?
To anybody who will let him invade the other kingdom. That's what it comes down to.
Kind of what it seems like.
It seems like we could also stage this masquerade as like a stick-up to Gary. Be like, this is the army that you're gonna have to fight if you want to make yourself king or something. I don't know. Maybe like a citizen's arrest with 100 citizens.
A citizen's arrest.
Or just arresting him, because we convinced everyone that he was gonna kill the prince. But
So you're saying we try and expose him? I feel like he can sweet talk his way out of anything.
it's a fair point. Okay, then do we just kill him?
I think we should just kill him, guys.
But that's scary. I don't want to do it if we don't have to.
We all face death at one point.
Okay, Tron.
I have something that might be able to help us in this situation. Just promise you won't freak out. Please.
That's only okay.
I understand that that's like.
I'll see it. I probably won't freak out, but I probably won't.
As you're sort of watching Vic, he like takes a deep breath and closes his eyes, and as he exhales, his features start to distort and shift. And he how tall is Yako?
Yako's like
6 foot?
6 foot.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he doesn't grow at all, but his shoulders become broader, and his clothes start to shimmer and shift to match yours, and you are staring at a perfect copy of yourself.
Oh my god!
So you said I wasn't supposed to freak out, but like, I'm staring at me.
I change into Emir.
How are you disguising yourself that quick?
I change into Trunk,
So,
and I go back to Vic.
okay. So
Is this a spell?
what is it?
I'm a changeling.
Okay, what is that?
I'm from the Feywild.
Okay. So,
What is? Is that a city on Jiray?
You don't. No, it's a whole different plane of existence.
I think I've heard of that, like different planes, but
Is there any way we could be like overheard or spied on right now?
Insight.
Yeah, I would love that.
I imagine this is a lot for you.
I
15.
would say
Low
that.
but not zero.
So, okay, you're from the Feywild, which Yako's.
Planes.
Yes, so they're playing. Okay. So there's like Shirei, right?
Yeah.
And then there's like a whole thing way over there. And that's the Feywild.
Well, no,
well, you
not
can probably
quite.
explain it better. Okay.
As far as I know, you've sort of got like the basic thing, but if Shira is here, the Feywild's probably here, closer.
Oh, okay.
The Feywild is more like a strange reflection of this place.
How did you get here?
One morning I was just going about my day,
Is it hot in here?
and what?
Sorry.
And I saw a little blue lizard through my window. And I went to follow it. And then it jumped through a portal thing. And I went through the portal. And then he crushed the lizard and the portal closed. So I'm stuck here.
How long have you not been able to return home?
Hey, Danny, how long has it been?
Insight or history.
23 insight.
Cool. So time is funky in the Feywild.
Yep.
But to you, that's regular. So time is funky here.
Okay.
You're not entirely sure.
I don't really know. Time moves differently here than it does in my home. I'm really not sure.
Sorry. I feel like I've only been away from home for a few weeks and I'm already missing it, confused. I can't imagine not even knowing how long I've been gone.
Yeah.
Do you wish to go back?
But, I'm trying to make the best of my time here. Trunk has helped a lot.
Well, I have to imagine that the Continent Cathedral has some information that could help you as well.
I hope so.
And if we barker this trade deal, which I think we can get in there.
I hope so. Please don't tell anybody.
Oh, yeah. Of course. I can't imagine it's been easy.
No.
So as we see you right now, you're like, I don't know, normal state, you call it?
No.
No.
All
right.
I'd rather not show myself.
Oh yeah, no pressure.
We don't know who's watching.
Yeah, of course. It was very brave of you, and I commend that.
Yeah, if my skills can help us manipulate this situation to our advantage, then I want to help.
Well, this kind of opens up a fun bag, I'm not going to lie. So can you change into anybody? Should he change into the prince? Could he change into Grey Worm? Or Grey? Gary the Grey Worm?
Yeah, what if you turn into Greywood and use that to sway Pertinet to do what we want him to do, or to find out at least where his allegiance is?
Well, I think, don't we know what the allegiance of Pertinet is?
Well, yeah.
Yeah. So,
But
no, that's a good idea.
Could we get insight on what's going on in the DeVille?
DeVille's house!
DeVille had a break-in, a scare that we instituted, and I'm sure that Greywood would have known that something's going on.
That's genius.
You're
a genius.
Maybe we can see what has happened since, if everything, as the house has been settled down since the incident, and if things are still proceeding. We don't know enough. I don't know if we know enough not to expose ourselves, but...
I don't know, maybe it would be better to be like the butler.
Yeah,
If we want to.
I think if I were to infiltrate somebody's house, I would do it as a staff member. Or something like that.
Yeah. Is that the most important piece of information we need to know, though?
It's fair. Yeah.
I feel like we need to know...
Do you think anyone knows Wormface's plan?
No.
Besides him?
No.
Probably not. The only person who might have an inkling is DeVille, But other than that, we don't think so.
But we also know that DeVille works for...
He's pulling the strings, yeah.
So
Yeah.
we know it's all in his head. I mean...
So maybe we do a switcheroo with the king.
I think that's not a bad idea.
At least that way, if he tries something sketchy, you know how to protect yourself.
Mm-hmm. And you certainly know how to protect yourself. Now, question. If you were to sneak in somewhere, could you have an easy way of getting out? Say if shit went wrong.
I could, hypothetically, I could make myself into like a small animal.
Oh, and then run
and
away?
escape, yeah.
Okay. That's good. Because imagine, say you turn into, I don't know, this opens up a lot, because you could possibly turn into Gary and walk through the castle, like,
Yeah.
just unchecked. You could see everything, unless you find
As
Gary.
long as he's not there.
As long as you don't
Except
find Gary.
Gary.
And then it's the same with the prince, but as long as the prince is asleep or whatever.
Also,
Same
if you
thing.
go in as the prince, then you can help incite the ritual we want to put on.
Precisely. It's a matter of, I think that can be really helpful on the masquerade itself, because the prince will be in mask as well. So obviously we'll know where he is, but it gives you an ample time and a really good cover to find out everything we need to know before we make any decisions. But we almost, maybe are we just on crash control and make sure nothing bad happens until we get all the information that we need? Or what are we doing?
I mean,
I think we need to make a decision.
yeah. I still think we should kill him.
Do you want to kill Gary?
Honestly,
What?
it's gonna happen eventually, don't you think?
I would agree. Yeah.
But maybe first we figure out how Perdinat's gonna react.
Okay.
And then we have you on back burner to do like a switcheroo with the king at the party.
Or if we kill Greywood, you could be Greywood.
That's it.
Yeah. And then the only other thing we need to decide is how we're gonna start the ritual.
Hmm?
Which, maybe a song, maybe a
Maybe-
dance.
I know you don't like him, but maybe OSHA could help too.
What the fuck are you talking about? What is Osha gonna do? All right, if you think he has an idea, one of you are gonna have to go and talk to him.
That's fine. I'll happily do it. But I don't know. Seems like a all hands on deck situation.
Okay, so what's everyone gonna do tomorrow?
Well, I'm going to make sure all these invitations are handed out with you, and make sure everybody in the Longhouses gets one. And I mean everybody. They're expecting only 100, but everybody's coming. Fuck that shit. And then we're wearing our blue lapels. Do we have to make any specific notes? Do we have to maybe do you trust that Pushaha would tell Bloomingford
I do.
to wear the blues and not the reds, even if we send him a red? Or maybe we don't send him one? Because we kind of don't know him.
We don't, but we know they're working together to broker the alliance.
Maybe we don't send him and then just show
We
up.
don't send it and
Could,
hope that they've told them.
do you think we could rely on Bloomingford's self-interest enough for him to go along with whatever we do?
I think
so.
that if his goal is the UKR alliance,
Yes.
and the UKR alliance we confirmed with them is about trade deals, and it's trying to instate a split shrine system, like in the village
Like in
of Rossi.
Rossi.
We did not receive any conflicting information on that, so if that's their goal, do we have any reason for them not to ally with the UKR?
I can't think
You
of
mean
one.
Bloomingford and,
Well, Bloomingford and Hoosier
Yeah.
to instate it in Leonestra. Like, what does Leonestra have to lose in this alliance currently, if it goes through, if worship is secure?
Currently nothing, right?
not as far as I can tell.
I mean, the only thing that they would really be giving up is their grip on the citizens with the food. But we're still going to figure that out. anyways.
Yeah.
Because they deserve to grow their own if they
And
wish to.
what we've been told is that most of the nobles have granary, like they have storage for grain, and the grain isn't been processed yet to like into bread and bakeries and things like that. So there is food that is being stored, but it isn't being processed at a rate that is, feeding people enough, is what it seems like. So perhaps if they had more imports, it could help. Lord Hujaya didn't seem privy to having members of people in the longhouses help process it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's gross.
All the more reason for us to deal with the blight so the people can grow their own food.
That's true.
Well,
But-
I bet Leonestra will help. with
Precisely.
that, so.
Hopefully.
I would agree. But I think it may be more than that. But we kind of have a ticking clock on our hands right now to deal with this coronation.
Yeah, this party is...
Step one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think we're just waiting to control the time bomb. Make sure everything's in place.
Winging it.
I
mean, it kind of seems like I don't have any other better ideas. I think, do we have a steady line of communication between the rest of us? Because we're going to be figuring out information quickly is the thing, right?
No. We don't have a way.
I don't have any, like...
I wonder if there's something we could do to, like, get, like, a spell or something that we could all talk to each other on.
Yeah, or maybe...
That would be...
Not at this level, nerd.
Yeah.
Maybe there's like a stone somewhere that has some sort of benefit to us,
Or
possibly.
or maybe some sort of set of rings imbued with a particular ability.
Not in this campaign.
Okay,
nerd.
maybe we can just figure out like a signal type situation.
That's true.
And have like a couple different code words, like
Okay. Well, I think...
something for, hey, like, let's get the switcheroo with the king.
Yeah.
Something for switcheroo with, or we need to take out Grey Worm Face. And what else will we need to signal for?
I think those are the two, yeah?
Right?
And
Poison?
oh yeah, with the stew.
Relation,
So
Oh, and something for the stew's poison.
or the inciting the worship.
Well, for that, I feel like we can talk, too, like, at the ball, right?
yeah,
Just like, hey, let's do it now.
precisely. As the party planner, I can also volunteer myself as the MC.
You should give a speech.
Oh, I will be giving a speech.
Oh, hell yeah.
And in that speech, I could
Yeah, you
make
should
a plea
MC for sure.
to Leonestra. I'll happily MC.
DJ Yako.
The Yakko on the track.
Or that our covers
got
were.
Yakko
I
on
think it's
the
the last
track.
one.
Or that our cover is blown. So, I think we'll use just 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, switcheroo with the king. 2, switcheroo with
I
Gary.
don't want to get this wrong.
3,
Yeah, let me
the
write
soup
this
is
shit
poison.
down.
Okay, wait.
Or 4, we're fucked.
Forrest, get out of here.
4 is fucked.
So 1 is
Switch with the king.
Prince.
My bad.
He's not the king yet, man.
2 is
2
Greywood.
is Greywood.
Like, switch or kill?
Oh, true. Okay. So, this 1.5.
No.
God damn it.
No, that's not it. Okay.
Not doing half.
Just go 5.
5 is
5 is nuclear. We kill Greywood.
5 is we kill
Yeah.
Greywood. Yes.
So 2 is
2
2 is
2 is switch
Switch.
with Grey.
Okay.
5 is kill. Yeah.
3 is the stew.
3 is poison stew. 4 is we're fucked.
Wait, I think we're fucked and kill Greywood are the same thing,
I
right?
think so.
No.
4 is leave.
Yeah, 4 is like
Leave as soon as possible.
we have targets on our back. But no, that is a fair point because if we do have targets on our backs, then we
might as well just
Are we
go
just
out.
gonna?
Now
Are
we're
we just
yelling
gonna?
We might as
timber.
well.
Exactly. Yeah. Are we going to? Are we gonna be cowards?
I
We
think
might as
it's-
well just
but I
clap
think-
Greywood
but
anyway.
I think 4 was more of a if other people have figured things out about us, or we are overhearing information that is being spread related to us, like knowing that people are talking and what people are talking about.
Forrest, like, raise the alarm.
Yes.
Okay.
True.
Alarm. But then, okay, wait. Forrest, silly, because no, this is important. Because if we do 4, that means we're immediately jumping to 1 or 2. You know?
Precisely.
So it's
put the gas.
41 and 46.
I think number 4 signifies some urgency. I think if we just do 1 or
I
2,
think
that
we're
means we
all
can take our
urgent
time a little
already.
bit.
The urgency
So you're
is
saying
high.
number 4 is redundant?
Yes.
All right.
I don't know what that
Okay.
word means, but I feel like you got the general vibe of what I'm putting out.
So
Let's just keep it
number
for
4
now.
just
Okay,
And
fine.
I'll have that automatic.
Fine.
Can we just have
we'll
the
keep
4?
4.
Okay.
We'll keep 4
Thank
if
you.
you need 4.
It would make me feel better.
Okay.
Okay, we had 4.
All right.
So, and 5 is kill everyone.
And 5
Okay.
is not
Yeah,
kill
not
everyone.
everyone. Yes.
Not everyone.
Okay.
How do we identify him?
That's a very good. Oh well, mate.
Well, that's
What
the
if we
espionage
send,
we got.
What if we make sure he intercepts the red?
How do we ensure that?
But he's smart enough. He can put together. Hey, we're all wearing red badges, and he sees that there's 6 people there wearing blue. Like, you know what I mean?
That's fair.
Like, we should be able to. I
Well,
bet
we
I
could
could
also-
smell him. I bet he smells awful. And then I'll put I'll put a mark on him.
That's valid. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
There's no way he doesn't smell like crap.
True.
Okay.
Cool.
All right. So we have the alarm system.
I think maybe we're being a little too like tiptoe about this. Maybe we just gotta go in, see what happens,
All right.
and then just
Let's fucking do it then.
blaze it out.
Huzzah.
Huzzah!
I'm a little scared. I'm not gonna lie, but I think it'll be okay. And if worst comes to worst, we yell at everybody to leave, and we're like, Gary, you're fucked.
I challenge you to a duel.
I challenge you to a duel.
Yeah, we'll all
Because I
challenge
think
you
you're
to a
gonna kill
duel.
the king.
A duel.
Precisely.
All right, plan.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
senses. Okay. We've got a lot of
6
plans.
seconds.
We've got a lot of ideas, and we've got time for a break. Hey y'all, quick break in the action to tell you about our lovely hosting venue, Redline VR. Aside from the beautiful VR booths and fully functional bar with magnificent custom cocktails that they have back here, they also host daily events such as Magic Mondays, sketch comedy on Tuesdays, a massive D&D meetup group. It's the largest in the city of Chicago on Wednesdays, and so much more. Definitely come check it out, and we're so happy to be affiliated with them. Welcome back. Last we left off, the group was about to take a long rest after some significant planning.
The
And-
shade.
Some might say too much.
Well, we also didn't really come to a
We
good
didn't
plan.
come up with the plan.
We were just like sharing ideas, and we're just like, what do we do?
You synthesized
think-
a lot of information.
I think the plan is we're gonna wing it.
For like half of this town, we have been like split off into pairs and/or by ourselves. So like, we also need to need to reconvene.
Oh,
Guys,
Yeah.
we came up with the alarm system, and I think it's great. We're
That
doing
is true.
awesome.
So
Yeah.
the next morning after your long rest, which you can all mark,
Sick, dude. Oh, actually, there was something I wanted to do before rest.
Like, gotta get this spell in.
Yeah. No,
So
it's
cool.
not a spell. It's OSHA told me to come back later. So once
it is improperly late by the time you're planning. session
improperly
finishes.
late. All right, then fuck it. I'll figure it out a different time.
Cool. Y'all awake the next morning. The ball is happening this evening. What do you all do?
I wake up, I write my little letter about my red pin that I send to Lord Ujaya.
I with all of the invitations that we made, I start giving out invitations and like pretty much just leaving large stacks of them at the front of like the longhouses, or like giving them to somebody like trusted who could pass them out within. And
We get some in Gia's hands.
yeah, get some
Hey,
in
around
Gia's
the
hands
troops.
and to other like members of longhouses. And how many are there? Longhouses?
There's, I believe, 5.
5? So yeah, like just like leaving stacks and giving them to everyone. So they're
We
invited.
each get a plus 100.
Do we need to tell them how many people are? Because if there's not enough food for everybody at the banquet, people are gonna get mad.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Is that what we want?
They forgot option 6. Start a riot.
I don't think Start a Riot needs a hand signal.
Yeah.
Like everybody.
If it happens, it happens.
Like the fuck. I think it's episode or season 3 of The Last Airbender where they start a riot on the fucking in the boiling rock. Hey, riot!
Yeah.
Easy.
Easy.
Okay.
Cool.
Do I want to do some stuff?
What?
I don't even know what to do.
I've got my spells prepared.
Can I go take a look at Wormwood's house?
Greywood?
Yeah.
Greywood is living in the cathedral.
He's in the cathedral.
He is living in part of the cathedral in part of the royal quarters.
Okay, so he's not storing any food. Okay. Besides Homeboy with the granary,
Hushire.
can I put together that someone else might be making food besides him?
Yeah. The places that you think besides Hushire, which is the place that Yako and Amir went yesterday, Lord Perdinet, the one who's very militaristic, Lord Deville, and Lord Bloomingford all probably are making food.
Okay, maybe I'll check out Perdinet's house, just like snoop around a little bit.
Okay.
Anything smell sus there?
Cool. Go ahead, roll me a perception check.
I'm rolling so bad. 17.
17. As you come to the gate of Lord Perdinet's estate, you see that this is really more of a this is more of a compound than the other places. They're probably making food in there because they've probably all been ordered to, but there's almost like this is the place that kind of has what appears to be a barracks. There's not a ton of troops out front, but your nose leads you to a gap in the gate where you can see essentially like rows of archers practicing.
Are they close enough I can speak to them?
In theory, you could try.
Hey, buddy.
One of them near the back of the row kind of turns around and goes, "Fuck off, we're practicing."
Oh, sorry. It's just I smell something really good, and I was hoping I could maybe go grab some grub real quick.
He goes, "You get some at the banquet tonight."
I'm just really hungry now. You look fabulous today, by the way.
Oh, you love my uniform.
Yeah.
Good, I wear it every day.
I bet you only hit the bullseye.
Oh, I've hit 3 bull rings today.
Oh
so-
my god, I've never done that before. That's so impressive.
Well, you probably know Nacha.
Maybe one day. I don't know. Do you want to show me the ropes? I mean, I just don't think I could learn from anyone better than you.
Go ahead, roll persuasion.
God.
Is this gonna be
Damn
another?
it!
Is this gonna be another fucking cauldron?
8.
8.
Holy.
He goes, "I'd love to, but I'm under contract, and frankly, it's almost my turn. Have a day." And he turns around and heads back towards the front.
He's
of the
under
line.
contract? Mm-hmm. Wait, shit. Is there anyone else there?
A couple of the other people around are kind of like giving you strange looks. Like from they're essentially like taking a shot, going to the back of the line, rinse and repeat kind of thing. So the other people who have gotten to the back of the line as this guy was moving up are kind of like, who the fuck is this guy? What is he doing? What is this thing on the other side of the fence?
Yeah.
But so you're getting some weird looks, but no one's really engaging with you.
Can you guys let me in?
Oh my
Two of them kind of
god.
look at each other and kind of
Prince and probably Grey would
And
have
just
given
turn around
money
and
from
ignore
the
you.
military.
So annoying. I guess that's all I wanted to do.
Yeah.
Who's the last lord? Bloomington?
Bloomingford.
Bloomingford. Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Bloomington would just be too literal.
2 on the nose.
Okay, let me check out his house too. Does it, or just a vibe check?
5 check.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Go ahead and just roll me a d20.
Archers.
9.
9. It's very similar to Hushire and DeVille's estates in that there are just things going on here that appear to be preparations.
All right. I think that's all I need to do before.
There is a significant order for a significant amount of food that has been put in basically at dawn to all of the lords, and the estates are buzzing with people getting ready for the ball.
Cool. Oh, if you guys are all still together, I think I want to go back and see if like we can get a little dance practice in before the ball. I think we should.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because if it comes down to a performance, I don't think any of us are natural performers. We might have to put a little practice in to get that dub.
Well,
What did you?
Yeah.
What did you just go do?
yeah.
Oh, I was just checking out the other houses. There's a lot going on. Everyone's getting ready for the ball, and we should too.
So you're saying we need to have dance practice?
Yes. Is there anything more impressive than a coordinated dance?
Yes.
No. Can I roll persuasion on them? What else do you guys have to do today? We're just waiting. It'll help stave off the nerves as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah, fair.
It's like,
Let's do it. It can't hurt.
okay.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. I guess what we're going to do is everyone's just going to roll me a d20, and if y'all beat the DC that I set back here, then y'all will roll your dances with advantage if you...
We all need to beat it, or should we just roll one as a group?
I think we're going to do it as a group check.
And do we get to add our performance to it?
Sure. Performance,
Okay,
yeah.
16.
Fuck. That's bullshit. I got a 9.
Damn it. Oh, nat
That's
20!
a crit, son.
Go,
Yes!
Oh.
That's the best nat 20 of my life.
8.
Don't you feel like the 20
we
brings
suck
up the
at
group
these.
average, though?
Yeah. So the on the crit, the trunk 2-step is...
Ooh.
Y'all
Everybody
are-
can learn the trunk to step.
Everyone's kind of like fumbling through it initially, but Tronk just has the moves down so tight that y'all are able to just essentially mimic him.
I learned the cha-cha slide from someone, and I'm pretending like it's mine.
Slide
To the left. Gonna blow their minds.
Oh man, it's so easy that the instructions for the dance are in the lyrics of the
I
song.
know,
That's so
right?
convenient.
Yeah, y'all successfully learned the cha-cha slide.
Oh crap, we have to make our masks too.
Yeah, we do.
Oh, could I like just druidcraft that shit?
Yeah, you
I
can
can
do
do that really easy.
Cool.
That's dope.
Y'all reach the hour where the ball is set to begin, unless anyone wants to do anything before that.
I would like to go see Osha.
I would also like to go see Osha with him.
Okay.
Can I come?
No,
Trunk, I don't think you
I'm
should come.
kidding.
you've lost that initiative.
I'm kidding.
Cool. Cool. The two of you can head over to see Osha. Sure. As you get to the shack, essentially, you just knock on the door.
Yeah.
Hello. Yep, come in. Osha opens the door and goes, "Oh, good to see each of you, and different company today.
No hotheads today.
Cooler heads will prevail. Okay. Anything I can do for you?
Will you be attending the ball tonight?
I will. Yes.
Fantastic. There will be a point when I will, as the official party plan, I'll be tasked with some kind of speech, I imagine. And during that speech, hopefully before the feast begins, I will be, hopefully, convincing the crowd to lead us in, to join me in prayer. And I would like you to lead it towards the Leonestra, if you'd be willing.
Of course I'd be willing. That would be very good of you. I thank you deeply.
Yes, I think that with this, we could inspire the town to pray on their own time to Leonestra, and especially if there's some way we could channel that into the food that they're already making for the ball and doubling it, making, the soup go a little bit further and making the wine a little bit sweeter.
Well, it'd be tough to do if it's already prepared. Usually this kind of magic affects the earth itself,
Understood.
but we can try.
Maybe some apples on trees. I don't know, but there's something to give them proof that what they're doing is important. Could you have any other ideas? for something like that.
He kind of scratches his head and is like, it would be difficult to do, but I think having a group ritual in the cathedral could maybe show some signs, maybe if not doubling the food, showing the presence of Leonestra. Maybe that would be enough to convince them to at least give what I'm saying a shot.
I think it's a good try. It's a good try. Yeah.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
I have work to do to prepare. I need to try and find a way to maintain the barrier while I'm at the feast, and I don't exactly have a ton of time to think about it. So
Certainly.
Oh,
If we can assist, let us know.
so this would be a bad time to ask about the Circle of Ash, then?
I can spare a minute. Please keep this between us.
Of course.
Sorry, the circle of what?
The Hanbin theocracy is the main prominent force of the Oishi Plains politically. They also have a policy, a modus operandi, if you will, that there should be no denizens of the trees, that everyone should live on the ground. They are militant about this policy to the point of forcing relocation for the branch folk. There is a circle of druids, a more violent circle of druids that are resisting their expansion across the plains. They call themselves the Circle of Ash. They're good people, but the name gets its job done. They're fearsome. And they follow the druidic ways, which is what you were describing the other day. I can try to arrange a meeting for you, but you'd probably need to prove some sort of allegiance to them.
I mean, just me being a druid wouldn't be enough?
They've had attempts at infiltrations from the theocracy before,
Understood.
because they're really the only thing standing between the theocracy having full control of the Oishi Plains. Well, that and the Watchers in the west, but they're a ways away from reaching the Bastion.
The Watchers. Has Vic heard this name?
No.
Has Yako heard his name?
Roll history.
Fuck.
So 7 then.
That's not a one,
History.
okay.
Blah, 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 blah. I'm history at 8.
Cool. On an 8, you've heard them mentioned by Shavat before, but you can't really remember a ton about them.
Cool.
Now let's party. Woo!
We'll leave you to it, Osha.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. And I'll see you tonight.
See you tonight.
Cool.
What's Osha's party outfit?
He's dripped to the teeth.
Yes. Oh, he isn't. There's
Fuck
no
yeah.
way.
Fuck yeah.
He's got like a one-piece kind of robe situation going on that buttons all the way up to the neck. It's like almost priestly garments, except they're like a very nice, like kind of light green, almost the color of luminescence.
Lovely.
I was imagining him in trousers like up to his nipples.
Not quite.
Like fucking the old man from Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Not quite Cletus.
What was it?
Anything you want to do over here?
No, I have something for Vic, potentially. I thought.
Ooh.
If
You can talk. I'm just taking notes.
will you guys come back and will you have relayed the meeting?
Yeah.
Okay. Because could you appear at the end of the prayer as Leonestra? You saw her in the vision.
Maybe she'd take offense to
Wait,
it, though,
hang on.
right?
Say that again.
You saw Leonestra in the vision with the trees.
Yes.
Could you become her? Physically manifested her presence.
Bro, imitating a god is like sketchy territory. What if it doesn't play over well with her and it's like offensive?
But it's meant to.
Help bring her back.
Anyone here can
Can
roll
I roll?
insight.
Yeah.
I would love to, yeah. God.
18?
13?
9.
Cool. On an 18, Leonestra appeared humanoid in figure, but Vic would have to take on mechanically a larger size.
Oh, okay.
So it would be pretty clear to anyone who was observing this is someone in the clothes of a Tanji.
Yeah, like I can change my height a little bit, but not that much.
Okay. Rip.
But, dude, never mind. All right.
Nice idea, though.
Mm.
Cool. The hour draws near.
Oh, dear.
Party time.
Around
party time.
5 o'clock, all of you leave your camp and head towards the cathedral. And you see people filing out of the longhouses towards the cathedral. At this point, only the first few are in. But you hear chatter amongst the guards. And as you reach the front, everyone can go ahead and make me a perception check.
16.
24.
Dirty 20. Mod
Perception?
Mhm.
What's 18 plus 7?
25.
Sick.
Cool. So 24, 25,
20. Mod 20.
mod 20, 16.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. On your 16 and your 20, you see that there's essentially a stream of people heading towards the front of the cathedral.
Yeah.
It's a lot of people. The 5 longhouses is the equivalent of like 5-ish hundred people. It's a lot of people. On a 24 and a 25, you hear some of the people at the door. And you hear some of the like hurried conversation to the effect of, "We don't have room for everyone." As you get towards the door, they see you and recognize you as the heroes who have saved them from the creature. And you're shepherded towards the front. And as you walk inside, I'll let those perception checks carry over. The main front hall is decorated with ribbons running along the, whatever you call it, upper deck lining the front room. There are 3 large banquet tables laid out in vertical rows, with one table near the back where a number of people in masks they're essentially like half-face masks. You can recognize most of them as the nobility, are kind of sitting in like a slightly raised position near the front of the room. And on a 24, on a 24, you can see some of the nobility look agitated. And as you walk in, you see Hushire and Bloomingford noticeably sit up, like they're trying to get your attention. Trunk, on a 25.
Well, it was
Doesn't matter.
opposite, not that it matters.
Oh, word. Either way, Sir Gary of the Greywood is sitting in the throne adjacent to the main one, and Prince Giodia is sitting on the main throne, not wearing a mask, but wearing a large red velvet crown.
So he's already done it.
Oh, it's already happened.
Okay, wait. Is there any like drinks or something around?
Yeah, there are like food and drink on the table. Actually, yeah, you had a 24, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna grab it. I'm not even paying attention. I'm grabbing food, like just something that will leave a stain, and I'm gonna go mark Greywood. Go up and talk to him and like
You would have
spill
to
on him.
get up behind the table. So you're going to have to get to the front of the room, get around the nobility, and get to him in order to just essentially dump a drink on him. It's going to be pretty difficult to do that.
You think so?
Going to be hard, yeah.
We're like the first people in there, no?
No.
No, there are people who are already in. They're kind of finding their way to tables.
Okay, what mask is he wearing then?
He's wearing a mask that looks a little bit like a fox.
Ugh, typical.
But
All right.
one thing that you do notice is that the food is being brought to the table by servants. Mm-hmm. It's largely being served in bowls. The bowls are being filled by a cauldron that is at the front of the room, situated between the 3 tables and the one where the nobility are sitting. It looks a lot like the cauldron that you stole.
Yeah.
I would like to cast Detect Poison and Disease.
Sure.
So that's just a You can sense the presence and location of poisons, poisonous creatures, and diseases within 30 feet of you, and you can identify the type in each case.
Sure. Cool. As you cast this, you get... Actually, roll me a Arcana check, if you don't mind.
Oh, that's a negative modifier. That's okay.
I'm
We're
just
gonna
like...
roll it.
3.
12.
12? On a 12, you notice something. There's no poison in these bowls, but you are picking up something. It's less of something that is explicitly meant to harm, more something is just off. However, I guess you said it is only 30 feet? Yeah, that's what you get. There's no explicit poison in these bowls.
Does it read as, like, blight?
There's something magical, but it doesn't read as technical poison.
And it's coming from... That's what's coming off of the soup.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Guys, don't eat the food.
Yeah.
What's number 3?
I
Three's
guess...
poison.
Can
yeah.
I just do a magic awareness to feel like is one of the nobility working magic right now?
Yes, you can use your magic awareness, and you get 2 things. First of all, the cauldron at the front of the room is extremely magical.
Mm-hmm.
And what is happening is that the cauldron, no matter how much soup or stew is being taken out of it, is constantly refilling, so that there is more than enough. Something magical is keeping the stew coming.
So if I were to tip it over, what would happen?
That's a great question. But
I
you
move towards
also
the stew.
you also get another thing on your magic awareness.
Yeah.
Sir Gary of the Greywood is currently not casting a spell, but concentrating on something.
Vic. So, that cauldron has obviously something sketchy in that. We know that. But it will keep refilling. It's endlessly refilling. And I'm not 100% sure, but Homeboy Greywood is working on some magic of his own right now. So I don't know if we should distract him or if we should tip over this soup and see what happens. At least then people won't eat it. Because I don't think anything good's gonna come out of that. And I'm just clumsy enough to pull it off.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
And it'll work into, it'll distract Greywood, and he already thinks I'm an idiot, I think. I'm assuming. I don't know if you guys are listening, but...
Do I clock that Greywood is casting a spell? Do you?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Okay.
Greywood's up to something. I don't know if he's, like, explicitly casting a spell, but he's focusing
Oh, he's
on
concentrating on
something.
one.
Concentrating.
Do I dispel it?
What?
Yes.
Can I roll into... Fuck yeah. Can I roll insight on the king? Does he seem like himself?
Sure. You can go ahead and roll insight on the king. Yako, not even going to make you roll a perception check. As all of you enter and begin to take in the room, start to do things, you see from the front of the room someone holding up a mask that's like very explicitly just, oh, this is just covering my eyes, with very recognizable electric blue hair, kind of raises a hand and motions to 4 seats at one of the tables in the front.
Her eyes found you immediately.
She's trying to fuck!
Can we not? Let's be cool.
Okay, Yako.
I certainly follow and go sit. And it's good to see you again, is it?
Good to see you too.
God, the tension in the air. Nice to meet you, by the way.
Lovely to meet you. I don't believe we've formally been acquainted.
Trunk, what's up?
Trunk. Very nice to meet you.
Yeah.
I'm Azalea Kutros.
Azalea. Yeah, you know anything that's going on right now? Something feels off.
A banquet is beginning, and there are people filing in. And it appears that the prince's mask is he's masquerading as a king.
Bars.
Thank you. You're very kind.
Have you tried the soup yet?
No, I'm waiting for the king to eat first.
Something. Oh,
That's all. Should be all.
Guys, we gotta spill the soup.
I rolled a 19. Or
What?
What was that?
it's a metaphor. He means like
Go to the bathroom.
yeah.
I think I saw him drunk. They're down the hall that way.
I'll hold it.
Okay. I rolled a 23 on my insight.
What were you looking for?
Does the prince or king, does he seem like himself?
He seems a little bit nervous, but he doesn't appear to be acting out of what you expect him to be acting like.
Okay.
He's kind of like shifting in the throne, mostly because his feet are like almost dangling on the ground, and he's like kind of moving the crown around on his head because he's not used to it being there. But other than that, he's kind of like holding himself like the royalty that he is as people file in.
Maybe.
Did you roll a check?
Can I did not yet. Can I roll in Arcana on to kind of get Gary's vibes?
Yeah, definitely.
13.
Concentrating on a spell. That's all you get.
Great.
Okay, also for magic awareness, I get to know what school of magic it belongs to. I don't know if that's helpful, but do you have the answer to that?
One moment. I do.
I think that might be helpful.
Yeah.
And I have another question once you're done with that.
Go ahead and ask it.
Am I getting like any more detect poison and disease lasts for up to 10 minutes. So do I get anything else as we move towards the front of the room and sit down?
So, first of all, conjuration.
Do any of you know what that is?
Second of all,
Creating things.
Yeah.
Second of all, as you move through the hall and towards the front of the room, and people begin to stream in behind you, almost as if the guards have lost the ability to control the influx of people. There's now, as soon as you've gotten halfway through the room, there's easily 100 people in here now. Mm-hmm. As you move below you, you're detecting some sort of poison. Mm-hmm. As you get to the front of the room, there's now easily 150 people in here. They're moving very quickly, and they're moving towards the tables. A lot of these people haven't eaten well in a while, and there is large amounts of food freely available to them. They get in there. They don't wait for the king. They start tucking in immediately.
Do I think the poison beneath us is the blight or something else?
Roll either insight or arcana.
$21. Insight.
It feels like the blight, but it also feels active.
Oh, fuck. Oh, no, dude.
That's that
Gary's
shit I
gotta go.
don't like. Okay.
Can I roll an insight on... So as the people kind of like rush, take the seats, eat the food, and move things very quickly, can I get an insight on our Bloomingford and Hoosier and also Gray?
Yes,
Gary.
Go ahead and roll insight.
While
That's a 21. No, a mod 20.
Okay.
I would like to kind of be speaking to DeVille as I'm dispelling the magic on Gary. So I can...
So you want to get up to your seats and immediately address Sir Louis DeVille as you cast Dispel Magic.
Kind of. Like, I cast, but I'm trying to subtly cast it and be in conversation with him at the same time.
Cool. We'll get there in just a moment. First, you had a mod 20. You wanted to clock Hoosier and Bloomingford.
Mm-hmm. Because it seemed they made a gesture that they were upset, like they stood up when we showed up, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As you approach, Hoosier kind of leaves his seat and says, "It appears the prince's costume is quite convincing."
It appears that it is. Should we do something about it?
I don't think... Ooh. How many people did you invite?
I invited all the Longhorns.
Why would you do that? We don't have enough food for everyone.
Well, I think with a prayer we might be able to make enough.
A prayer?
Yeah.
And as you do that, how do you engage Sir Ludoville?
Lord Deville, I had been meaning to ask you about your house. I know that you had the coffee architect. Do you happen to have their name? I'm quite intrigued by it.
Oh, no, I don't really remember their name. They were recommended to me by someone, but we ended up having a creative difference.
Understandable. It's so sad. I wish your full house could have looked that way. It's absolutely gorgeous. Thank you for attending the ball, of course.
Of course. How could I not?
You are indeed a noble of this place, so...
I am indeed. I need you to go ahead and roll for Dispel Magic.
Okay. DC... no, it's choose one creature. Any spell of 3 or lower on target ends. For 4th level or higher, make an ability check using spellcasting ability. DC equals 10 plus the spell's level.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so... Wait, is it my modifier or my spell attack? Make an ability check using
Modifier,
my
I think.
spell casting. Yeah?
I believe it's the
think
modifier.
so.
Okay. 23.
Woo! Yes.
23?
Yeah, 19 plus 4.
Cool. As you do that, you feel a powerful spell that Gary is focusing on. He blinks. The poison below you begins to settle somewhat.
Okay.
And Gary stands from his seat and looks at you and says, "What are you doing here? Why are you casting magic in the presence of the king?"
Why are you doing the same thing?
What are you talking about?
Wait, are we all at the table together? I'm sorry.
Yeah, y'all are now at your 4 spots at the
Okay,
table.
I'm sorry.
Gary, I must say that your costume for the prince is quite convincing. Would you agree?
Of course it is. It's a masquerade ball, after all.
Yes, it's a masquerade ball where most conceal their face, and the prince is certainly not doing that.
Why should the prince conceal his identity? He's a royal. He is recognizable by all. Even a mask could not conceal that.
It's fair, but don't you think he's missing out on some of the fun?
I don't think so at all. He's getting to dress up as the king that he truly is.
Prince Joh-Jung, have you been enjoying this ball so far?
Oh, yeah. It's... The people look nervous or agitated.
I think they're just really excited to eat some of the food that's been provided. And I think that, they are really just nervous to be in your presence as, you're so grand. And they're also nervous to see how you will give your speech, because they're looking for that inspiring leader and they want to put their trust in you.
Oh, well, of course. I can... Should I... And a hand gets put on his shoulder. You will wait for your speech. It is not time yet. And you should probably leave. Guards, remove this one. And these 3 as well.
Hold on.
What are you doing casting magic in the presence of the king?
You have no claim to that.
I
You
just
have no
watched
proof.
that one cast magic.
You could be saying that. That could be a lie.
I need you to go ahead and roll persuasion. You're going to be contested by his deception.
Can you message the king?
Okay, I'm going to tell you right now. Your DC is 22.
Woo!
Oh,
and then what do I
boy.
have? I gotta persuade him.
You're persuading the people around you.
Okay, I have a +3.
Can one of us try and give some help here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be a little intimidating to homeboy and be
Gary.
like,
Gary.
yeah, obviously. Who do you think you are talking to my friends like that, dude? Bro?
Okay, +3. So what's my DC again?
22.
22. So I have to get
17 plus 5.
So wait,
So you got to roll a 19.
I have to roll a 19 or a 20.
Oh boy.
No, that's a 2 and a 6.
Oh.
That's really bad.
The prince says, "Wait, what? Why are they casting magic?"
Gary is causing a magical poison below us. We don't know what it is, but there's powerful magic. I just got rid of it. He's not good for you, Yehuda.
Oh, this is to the prince.
Yeah.
The prince. Who's in my head? What's going on?
It's from Leonestra.
What?
You are the ordained king of Leonestra, and the man who is advising you is trying to harm your land.
Gary grabs him by the head and says, "Listen to me. They're trying to deceive you. Don't let them do so.
I'm gonna swing.
Order them gone."
I'm gonna swing. I'm gonna swing on Gary. I'm gonna swing on Gary.
Fuck it. Swing at him?
I'm gonna swing on Gary.
Cool. As you go to do so, I'm gonna need to roll a dexterity check before we roll initiative.
Okay. Dexterity check. Is it a save?
Oh,
Just
tell
a
me it
ray.
wasn't a 20.
That's a 20. Okay, so I have to get a 20.
You gotta beat a 20 to get to him, or rather, no, you need to roll a nat 20 for your attack to go through before he has a chance to react to it.
Got it. Cool. Okay. So I have to get a nat 20 on a dexterity check, which I have +0 to. So I just gotta get it. And it's a fucking 18. Bullshit.
Close. As you go to swing at him, he throws an arm up and screams, "Archers!" And you see from the balcony above you the archers that you saw practicing in the field the other day.
I thought we were friends.
Stand up, knock arrows, and all of them begin to look down at you. And I need everyone to roll initiative.
Woo!
10.
12.
Hey, everybody.
Yeah.
5.
No.
Cinco. Okay.
19.
19?
10.
I got
Wait. Add 5?
Initiative. I have 0.
Oh, I rolled a 9.
12.
Cool. All right. You said 19?
10.
10. So you're
19.
19, you're first to act.
Yes! Let's go! Okay, I am going to... I'm right in front of Gary, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's see, what's the best thing that I can do here? Because we have archers down, pointed at us, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And they serve Gary.
I need you to roll a perception check first, if you will.
Would love to. That's cocked. Stupid cloth. It's not stupid. It's just causing me to
It's
do
just
the thing.
dumb.
It's just perception check. Okay, that's gonna be a where's perception? It's gonna be a 14.
Cool. You hear noise from behind you. As the archers have popped up, the crowd was already beginning to be agitated, and you notice something. Some of them appear to be shoving each other. They almost look like they're losing their temper.
Because of the soup. The shit you guys.
It makes
the
you
grass.
angry,
Blight.
bro.
There's blighted grass in the fucking soup.
Fuck right. Okay. I think.
But you have the first initiative.
Shit. Okay. Well, so the archers are pinned on us. So they're not gonna shoot any of the civilians.
Ryan.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna.
Yeah, maybe you should make a speech and then punch Gary in the face.
I don't know. I don't think I have time to make a speech. I think all I'm gonna do.
10 second speech.
10 second speech.
Just clock him.
I think I'm gonna yell 5 and just swing down on the. I'm gonna swing down on Gary.
Alright.
And
What can I do?
can I Okay, that's just a single creature. I'm gonna try to do, because I don't think I'm gonna get him in this one thing, but I'm definitely gonna try to do ensnaring ensnaring strike, so that I can try to restrain him from casting magic. Okay, so that costs, because don't I have to do the ensnaring strike before?
Yep,
I
you
make
have to
the
do
thing?
ensnaring
Okay.
strike first.
And then it's the next time it hits, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. So there's one slot done. Okay, and I'm going to attack on Gary, and I get 2 attacks?
You do get 2 attacks.
Fire. Okay. First one is a 4.
That ain't good.
Probably not gonna hit. Next one. God damn it! Where is my freaking... Okay, I'm assuming a 10 or a 12 doesn't hit.
12 hits exactly.
Yes! Let's go. Okay.
Shitty armor class.
So that's, and then for ensnaring, I did it a second level. So it's 2d6s, and then...
I believe your axe is a d8.
Yeah.
And then are you going to do a smite or no?
So I can do smites on top of that as well? Well, yeah, I'm going to do a freaking... I'm just going to try to put the hurt on him and do another second level and get rid of all my second levels. So then I get to do, what, 2d8s on top of that?
Uh-huh.
Okay, cool.
Or no, a second level smite is 3d8.
3d8, fire. Okay, cool. So these are all... Okay, and then this is the ensnaring. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate that. So this is all... Okay, so that was... Oh my god, math time. Fuck me. Okay, so that's going to be a 5 on the slash, and then the smite damage is 16. So that's 21 so far. And then do the ensnaring.
Hey, Gary's not like a fiend or anything, is he?
We'll find out. Next time you hit it, okay, before so they need to do a strength saving throw.
Okay.
And I'm assuming they're not a large creature or larger.
No.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Fails.
Okay, so they now take, at the start of its turn, it's going to take 2d6 of piercing damage, and then it's a strength check to get out.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Did you roll those d6s?
Oh, it's not the beginning of his turn, right?
Oh, okay. In that case, yeah, 21 damage.
21 damage.
You wail on Gary, and what does your ensnaring strike look like?
The ensnaring strike, as it comes out of my battle axe, I think I actually alter it a little bit if I can to make it look like a healthy healthy grain growing out of like a field to hopefully inspire the folks of this is what your crops could look like without the plight that this man is carrying.
Cool. Go ahead, roll persuasion on that. And then...
It's a frickin' 10. What was
Cool.
my persuasion?
There's...
Yeah, it's like a...
Chaos is breaking out behind you to the point where people can't really get the message from that. I need you to tell me something. Is ensnaring strike restrained or grappled?
I believe it's restrained. Let me double check.
Because next up is Gary's turn.
Saving or be restrained by the magical vines. So it's
Okay.
restrained.
So I need you to go ahead and roll ensnaring strike damage.
That's ooh nice. That's an 11.
11.
Piercing.
He's taking 32 damage.
Hell yeah.
And I'm going to roll the strength save here.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you right now. This is going to be the last roll of the session. And this is huge. 6.
Yay!
Gary remains restrained. And as he... I don't know what you think you're trying to do, but it will never fucking work. Just look around you. I've already won.
Bullshit.
From behind you, you start to hear screams as people are really just laying into each other. You hear violence breaking out in large amounts. And you see him look up, and he says, well, aren't they going to shoot eventually? Looks like all of us are in the way. And that is where we will end our session.
Oh, this
Oh, boy.
motherfucker!
He's crazy. He's
Ooh.
Hey everyone, thanks for tuning into that episode of Dalliances and Decay. I'm Danny with the GenZ&D crew, and we just want to thank you again for supporting us and remind you to head on over to our Patreon where you can support us for $5 a month, which would be a huge boon and really help us continue to do the show. Also want to thank Redline VR one more time. They're our fantastic hosting venue. They have a wide variety of nerd stuff for you to do, and you can join their Discord for updates on all of their events. We appreciate you spending your time with us, and once again, this is GenZ&D signing off.